everybody, Papa Gord here, and I don't know what day in a row this is. 3? Who knows? But anyways, I'm making up for lost time. As you, or some of you have already seen the updated setup, which I am totally digging. I love this. Things aren't cramped. I still, as I did have said, I still do need to do some better displaying and getting some figures and poses besides them all just standing there holding a lightsaber or pointing a gun. But we'll get there in time. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's just, you know, that's something there for you. So anyways, we looked at, what did we look at? Oh, the Zuckuss and the Forlom 2-pack, which awesome. You love them. Kenner Fett's very happy. He's whispered sweet nothings in my ear many times saying thank you for some friends. So that's great. I don't have any of the episode 2 wave except for that Obi-Wan Kenobi, which showed up out of nowhere, but I don't have any of the other ones. So hopefully at some point in time those will get here. Toy Snowman, who I dealt with for this, said that they'd probably be shipping by the end of the month. Well, this is a new month. Granted, it's only the beginning stages of August, but yeah. Anyway, if you follow me on Instagram, thank you. And you probably saw a picture I posted with an extremely large box, which I did open on a live stream just a couple of days ago. And that was for this chunk of loveliness. So this, I've lost count on how many times I've tried to record my thoughts on this. Every time I do, it tends to take a very negative tone, which I don't want it to, but there's just some things about this that I think are great, and some things that I just think could have been done better. Not saying I'm perfect and I couldn't have come up with, I think I could have had some better suggestions, or I could have given some suggestions on what you could do. It's kind of the same with the TIE Fighter. Looks great, ballsy that they pulled off doing a 6-inch scale. Anything, let alone a TIE Fighter and now the Snowspeeder. Definitely one of my favorite vehicles, I will say that for sure. I did have this as a kid, so again, it gives me the feels, except for it doesn't give me the feels. So I guess I'll kind of try to explain myself. So overall, it looks great. There are a few nitpicks I have with it. First of which being the canopy. The canopy pegs in super hard on the one side and not really at all on the other side. You can kind of force it down a little bit and then it slowly works its way back up. I've heard multiple people say that they've had the same problem, so I know it's not just mine, but you really have to get in there. So I think I may have to either sand down the clip on this side just so it kind of snaps in evenly. I'm not really sure. Second thing is, if I can, this is so awkward doing this here. This side here, right, is that weird play feature. So you can pop this piece out. For those that don't have this, take this piece out and you get that very lackluster, non-painted inner workings of a wing of a Snowspeeder. I don't mind gimmicks like this, but you've done so much work on the aesthetics of this why not put some into this as well? I know if I were to open the hood on my car, it wouldn't be one color. So that is a little annoying. This piece is somewhat annoying as well. It wasn't until I reached out and talked to good old Uncle Mike and said, hey, what are your thoughts on the speeder? Not trying to pick his brain for some pointers or some whatevers that for his review, whenever that may be, you know, but just to see if he's had the same issues that I've had. So, and it kind of sounds like it. Now he did say with this, originally I guess I wasn't really pushing hard enough on this piece, so it doesn't peg tight in the corner, and it drives me absolutely batty that it doesn't. And then when Mike said that he really had to force it in, I was like, that seems really weird. So I tried a bunch of times, and here I'm trying to put this piece back in. So I guess that's the way I had my, I don't know, turbine, laser contraption, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But I was looking and going, oh, this is still raised up. It doesn't sink in deeper like this one. But then that snap, and it holds that plate down. So I take that back. It's a little annoying and a little frustrating and a lot tight. So I don't think that play feature is ever going to be played with ever again on my particular snow speeder. Another gripe. This is like a magic trick, like pull the scarf out of your sleeve. I know what it is, I know what it's supposed to do, but shouldn't it be attached to the harpoon gun? I do seem to recall the one that I had when I was a kid, you could take that plug piece out. So yeah, this is supposed to wrap around the legs of an AT-AT or an AT-AT walker or whatever you want to call it, but this thing just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. So yeah, so this is kind of whatever. I'd almost rather this not be here, period. So because it looks really, so I don't know. I would almost say that I'd cut this string off, but I'll leave it alone. It's got its little storage compartment. And then the landing gear isn't bad. I don't mind the front gear, you know, and two doors that close. That's fine. Nothing really locks it into place, which again, I don't think that would have taken much to have something to hold that. And then the back ones, same thing. They just pop out. And then nothing really keeps them there. So if you're trying to land it, this front one catches all the time and just drops the, so if you're going for it to crash into the snow, that's a perfect setup for that. So you know, other than that, again, same thing, a lot of detail up here, virtually nothing on the bottom. It's kind of cool because it does look like they've got maybe some screw holes that are cut, like screws that are covered over, but then you get the front and they are very visual still. Again, this looks great. I love it, but I'm not in love with this. It's, I don't know. The cockpit I think looks awesome. I love the frosting, you know, some of the, you know, you got some of this stuff going on. It stays up very nice, looks really sharp on the inside. I will post some pictures that I did take of the interior with Luke and Dak. They both fit in so much easier than trying to get the two TIE pilots into that first order TIE fighter. To be able to put the harnesses over them. Yes, the control sticks are a little soft, but a little bit of patience and a non-sharpened pencil goes a long way. Managed to get Dak in there and his hands on his his targeting thing. There is a spot for the harpoon gun that Luke uses to get himself up there to destroy one of the walkers. And then the extra two, I guess, bomb sticks or whatever do snap or do slide into the two sides on either side of this thing. And that's great. So tons and tons of detail going on in here. Fantastic. Again, you get a nice clip, but it doesn't clip evenly, and this just bugs me. So yeah, so overall, Dak, I'm not gonna take him back out. Thank you, Hasbro, for at least changing the bottom part of Dak's outfit, so he doesn't have a lightsaber hook. His belt is different because that's just a soft rubber piece. It is the same body as the Luke Skywalker, but at least the head's different, the helmet's different, and that lower skirting with the belt. So it's not basically like just taking Wedge, putting a different head on the body and going, boom, yeah, brand new figure. So same body, at least a little bit of difference there. The one major drawback, which would have been awesome, which was one of the best features in the vehicle line when I was a kid, was lights and sounds. And for the money, you could have put some sounds into this, or a couple little lights here. Something could have gone on this, in this thing. Same with the First Order TIE Fighter. You can't tell me you couldn't have thrown a little battery pack with a AAA compartment. Same with here. Like, there is so much extra emptiness that's not being used, especially in the back. So you could have stuck some lights in here, and some like I don't, you know, that's my effect. Oh, that canopy's driving me crazy. So yeah, that's, you know, that's just my opinion. That's all it is. And then the flaps as well. Hey, you got these things here. One catches, one is actually just pretty fluid. And then of course there's those two, if I can, I have such a hard time pulling these things out. But there are two, here we go. Two more flaps here, and they're fine as well. Like, you get them going, and you can get them raised up and do whatever. So again, I love the speeder. It's not perfect. It's getting there. I do hope this does breathe new life into the 6-inch vehicle lineup, but Hasbro, I still think you need to spend a little bit more time. So you know that you've got the market. You know there's people like myself and a lot of you guys out there that will spend the money on stuff like this. And if you want us coming back for more, do you have us? Yeah, you probably do, but like, make us happy. Just, you know, something. This, I don't know what. I don't know. If you've got the same issues, let me know down in the comments. And were you able to do something to help fix this problem? Because short of me gorilla gluing it shut and never getting these guys out of here ever again, I'm kind of at my wit's end on what I can do to even this up, because that just bothers me greatly. So so again, more of my thoughts, partial review, I guess. I know some people have had this for a little while now, and they've easily had some time to mess around with it. I've only had it a couple of days, but I've really been playing around with it, because I do like it. I really do like it. I just wanted a little bit more wow. So that's gonna do it, guys. There you go. This sucker is massive. Thank goodness it's small enough that it fits directly under my First Order TIE Fighter, which is where it's gonna sit until I can figure out what to do with this. So I don't know, guys. Let me know about this, and in case, let me know if you've come up with any other or if you've had any other issues with yours. So comment, share, like, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. thanks again so much for watching. We'll see you guys again next time. Later, eh?